I am really tired. I woke up in the middle of the night. I didn't sleep that well. I mean, I slept hard, but I don't know. Anyway, it's actually really pretty here, but my coolant level is low, so I need to add coolant. Okay, I should have known that it was going to be low after going through all those mountains, but I'm glad it told me. I checked it last night before we left and it's perfectly fine. So clearly the issue is like when it's really working hard. So I'm probably gonna get that checked out in Pinedale. So we've been driving for probably about 2-3 hours and everything is going good. I feel like a weight has lifted off my shoulders. It's beautiful right now. There's a river to our right. Oh my gosh, it's so pretty. But anyway, I feel a lot better. Now we're either gonna go all the way to Pinedale or stop earlier, but I'd really like to get to Pinedale because I want to shower and do laundry and like chill, but we'll have to see. Okay, quite a few hours have passed. We hung out by the lake and just breathed and relaxed, and it was just what we needed. Then I kind of scoped out some places because I'm gonna be here for 2 weeks before I go to Wind River Rally. I'm really excited. I just found out more people going, like the Bus Life Pirates, and they're coming with a whole crew, so you know that's gonna be good. We're sleeping at a free spot tonight that is like 25 minutes. It's like 2 miles, but 25-minute drive to where we're gonna try to kayak tomorrow in the morning before it gets too windy. But let me show you this. It's free and it's beautiful and I love it. Sometimes free spots are like the best and there's no one close to me. Bodhi can go down the water. There's a couple people down there, but I just picked the first one because we're gonna be leaving in the morning, but really pretty. You best believe I'll be up on that deck in a little bit. All right, we're ready to go for the day. They got what they needed. They got their food, their medicine. I got my golden pies. Got my coffee waiting. Sunscreen on. I'm gonna put a shirt on. I'm gonna go to the store, get some ice for the cooler, make some lunch, and we're gonna hit the kayak for like all day. I've been wanting to do this for so long. It's just been too windy, and today, so far, it's not windy. And I think it's probably gonna get windy later because that seems to be the norm, so a move on. So as I'm leaving the spot, I saw some horses over the hill, and I think that's what people are thinking. It's the wild horses, but those are not wild horses. Those are very like well taken care of. I think they're like free roam, and you know they have the cattle guards, but those are not wild horses. Those horses are like built way too beautifully and strong, and you can tell that they have owners who take care of them. But it is cool though to see horses kind of free roam. I'm not used to that. Like where I grew up, that's not a thing. And sadly, if it was a thing, they would probably get stolen. And I think just out here, people have a way of doing things, and they are really pretty. There's no better feeling that makes you feel like it is summertime than filling your cooler with beer and ice and like in a hurry to get on the lake. Summer's finally here. So it's extremely beautiful out here. We do have a slow leak and I don't have my patch kit. I was really mad about it, but it's okay. I also brought the pump, but it's just super wavy, so we're not gonna go far. So I just don't feel comfortable knowing I have a small leak with how wavy it is, but it's so pretty. Okay, yeah, so we came back. It was too much. I knew out there I was not gonna be able to blow up that side when it needed it. With the waves and my cooler in the back and Bodhi like moving, I did not feel safe and it wasn't fun. And that defeats the whole purpose. So we'll try to come back early in the morning. Oh my God, he's getting his ball so dirty. We'll try to come back in the morning when it's calm, or maybe try Half Moon Lake. I asked a woman here if it was always this windy, and they said no. Okay, so I'm gonna be real about my situation right now too. Hopefully you can hear me because it's windy. I'm gonna try to kind of cover my mic. This morning I found a leak in my fresh gallon tank, my 65 gallon completely full fresh gallon tank, in the very bottom where the fill goes. Where it goes to my water pump. And the leak is like decent, like I need to handle it. I couldn't get to my tools because of everything in my garage. I'm gonna organize better today. So I was like, I'll put that off till later today. And then I think it was when I was getting my kayak out of underneath my bed, I think I put a hole in it, and there's a small hole and I can see it, I can hear it, and I don't have my patch. So that needs to be fixed. I'm gonna try to find a patch tonight. If not, I'll order one. Yeah, so things are like not like amazing right now, but the things, I'm just gonna have a good day and I'm gonna deal with them later and they will be fine, and things always work out. Worst case scenario, I have to take every single thing underneath my bed and empty my water tank and fix the whole issue. So could be worse. We're gonna have a good day today. Good thing is it's sunny, we're on the water. Bodhi's having fun, and I have beer. So life could be worse, and I'm just gonna stay positive about it because I'm not gonna do anything about it right now. I'm gonna enjoy my day. So, and also Izzy's still extremely angry about her life jacket, but she looks so cute. But I'm gonna keep it on her because it's kind of protecting her from the sun, and I have like a leash on it. I could always put the leash on her collar. I'll see if she can get comfy with it on. If not, she is so mad. She won't even look at me. Bitty. But she has sunscreen on her ears and the tip of her nose, and then we'll play that ear right here. Also, Bodhi does not need his life jacket, but it is so windy, it kind of gives me a peace of mind. So life is good. Beach day mood. Hi, you look comfy, girl. Bodhi, hi, you look comfy too, and you look cute. But wow, look at, she's like a model. I cannot, like, oh my god. You know, she is living her best life. Okay, update. So we stayed all day at the beach, and then I went to the hardware store because it is their hardware like outdoor store. They like sell kayaks and stuff, and this guy was really helpful, and I asked if they had a patch kit and he wasn't sure, so we went and looked. He's like, no. He's like, we have a tire patch kit. Then we saw this glue that fixes like holes in tires, and we both were like, oh. And then he was like, what about Flex Seal? I'm like, oh my gosh. And then it clicked to me. I'm like, I have Durabond tape that is like butyl tape on one side and like you know, weatherproof tape on the outside, and that's, I'm pretty sure that's pretty much what the patches are. I've never had to patch any of my kayaks or paddleboards, but I'm pretty sure that's what they are. And it's white, but like, what does it matter? And so what I did was I got glue Flex Seal from the store, and I'm going to use my Durabond tape and see if that fixes it. I mean, it should, but so that made me, I can't believe I didn't think of that earlier. And then I was kind of bummed because I'm like, I could have went out today, but I did try going out, and it was just, the waves were way too big. I didn't feel safe with, like, I honestly, I was like worried that one of the dogs were going to fall out or something. And we were kind of like taking on water because there was just waves going over. And anyway, I'm glad we didn't. We had a good time at the beach. I wore sunscreen, but I definitely got a little pink in some like weird areas. My face probably looks pretty pink. And I got to do my cold water challenge I've been like waiting to do, so that was cool. But anyway, I think I just fixed my leak in my water tank. But pretty much this hose did freeze a little bit last winter, and it is expand a little bit, and it was actually leaking before I left, and I tightened it down and fixed it. But I do think it's time for me to kind of cut the hose down or get a new hose, like the braided one, and redo it. But I did tighten it. I could tighten it actually almost like a whole turn. And it was funny because it's like I thought about it today, like even just a little bit ago, I'm like, oh, I'm putting it off. And I was wondering like, why do I keep wanting to like put this off? And it's because I was afraid if I tried and I couldn't fix it, I had a bigger problem on my hands. And then I remind myself, I'm like, what is my big problem? I just have to take everything out of my garage and empty it and then redo it and like it'll be fine. I'm like, it's not that big of a deal. So anyway, I'm glad that I like got over that hurdle of procrastination, and I think I fixed it. So far I had a towel under there, and honestly the towel was like totally soaked, way more soaked than I thought. So I'm glad I caught it and I randomly decided to check it. I don't know what made me think to check it this morning. So that's cool. I also, when we were going through that crazy mountain the other day that had me stressed out, my second cubby fell down, and so I re-screwed that. My kayak is still in here, so I'm gonna patch that up. And then I googled or YouTubed like the best way to actually fold it back up, because it's not easy. So I think I'm gonna be able to do that, and I'll create more space in my garage if I can do it. I also got some hot dogs from the store because I was really craving hot dogs. I have a campfire in my spot, but it's pretty windy right now, so if the wind doesn't go down, I'll cook it on my stovetop. But also, look at Bodhi. You can tell he had such a fun day today. He is racked out. And another thing I forgot to tell you about that I just broke, and I knew there's more things. It was that little cubby, and then my fan's wire, the negative wire, keeps coming out of the, like, holder thing, and I just kept shoving it back in, and it won't work anymore, so it's time. I have to get out my wire cutters and redo it. So that's next on my list. It is fixed. The fan is working. Now, if I would have only done that months ago, this wouldn't have been a problem so often. I've honestly, like once a week I have to push it back in there. So she's working. I'm like 10 minutes. I fixed my fan. I fixed the leak at my water tank. I fixed my cubby that fell. And now I'm gonna take my board outside and fix it. Like, oh my gosh. Also, I keep trying to reorganize my garage so things are easier to get to, because that's what was putting me off. Sorry, I'm looking at something. That's what was putting me off about the fan, is my tools were just like hard to get to. So keep organizing. So this little spot is where it was leaking out of bad. So I'm gonna put this glue on it, and I'm gonna let this cure till the morning, and then I'll put the tape on it. I'm so over this wind. I mean, it's not even enjoyable out here. Come on! Let's go, let's go, let's go! Hi, good morning. It's Sunday, and so today, we're just gonna stay here and relax. Me and Bodhi took a little walk along the water this morning. I am slowly drinking my coffee. It's not going down too smooth today. I'm feeling really good today. Woke up, I slept good, woke up, feel good. I just feel a little crispy from yesterday, just a little bit on my back. But I'm gonna cook a breakfast because I just feel like over the past week I've been like eating granola bars and campfire food. So it's Sunday, and so we are gonna make some pancakes, eggs, and sausage. And then I'm just gonna relax today. I might sit behind my computer and get a little bit of work done, but like more fun work. And then tomorrow, Monday, is gonna be like a real Monday for us, and we're gonna go back into town, do laundry, shower, get some work done, use Wi-Fi. So today it's gonna be a chill day. This meal is really good this morning. It's beautiful outside. It's not super windy yet. It's supposed to get really windy today for a couple hours. but it is dry. Like, my bus is so dirty from the dirt of the road out here. So I'm kind of excited for a little bit of rain tomorrow. Yeah. Gosh, I don't know, I feel really good out here. I joked my friend Aliciana that lived out here for a couple years when we graduated. I joked, I hit her up yesterday and I was like, how about you and your hubby and the kids pack up, move your whole life? Let's all move back out to Pinedale. And then I told her and her husband Ryan could work and I'd be the nanny, which is probably really scary for her to even think about. And then she was like, well, when you get the itch to like go travel in your bus, you're gonna take them with you. I'm like, hell yeah, I'll take the kids with me. I've been thinking about a lot the last 2 days. Like yesterday, when everything was kind of going wrong, and I really wasn't that upset about the stuff, but it's like, I'm so grateful that I built my bus and I know how to like fix those things. Like, this thing about like previously, like if I had bought an RV before I built the bus and I really didn't know anything about plumbing and anything, how to use tools, if I had a water leak in my freshwater tank at the bottom, my first thought would be like, okay, I have to find an RV place to fix it. Like, I wouldn't think to fix it myself. But I do think probably down the road I would like learn to do that. I'm hoping so. Yesterday, right before I was about to fix all this stuff, I'm like, this is like the big difference between living on the road all by yourself, is like fixing all that stuff is 100% on me. Like, it's my choice to do it. It's, you know, like if I don't do it, it's not going to get done. I mean, I've been in very serious relationships before, and I just think back, like if I was with someone, like it'd be a little bit more comforting knowing like they're there to fix it for me or to help me, or like just to take some of that like responsibility off my chest. I say that, but I am 100% happy being by myself right now, like not being in a relationship. I mean, I haven't really been in a serious relationship in a while, but I am really happy I'm experiencing all this by myself first. I'm a very dependent person, like to a fault, but when I'm in a relationship, that changes a lot for me, and that's something I also want to like change a little bit, but it just feels really good. Like, I'm really happy. I love having all the decisions be on me. I like doing whatever I want. It feels good right now not having to think of someone else. And that sounds really bad, but I mean like making sure they're happy, making sure we're doing the things they want to do, like splitting, you know. I'm very at peace right now, I guess. I'm very comfortable right now with doing all the things like I want to do. And my daily choices are on me and they're whatever I need. And I think right now I'm just at a place where I'm really enjoying not having to like worry about someone else, because I am a very like intuitive person. I can tell, like I just feel like I'm very observant of other people's like feelings without them saying it. I might not know exactly how they're feeling, but I know like they need something, or like they're not really wanting to do something, or you know, whatever. So anyway, it just feels I'm at a really good place where I'm glad I'm by myself, and I don't know if I'm very open to like bringing someone else in my life right now. I think it'll happen naturally, you know. So anyway, I'm not complaining about having to do all these fixes and everything on my own. It is just like something I've been thinking about. Not even sure if I'll keep that clip in here because it's very confusing, I feel like. But that's just something I was thinking about yesterday. Like, man, I kind of wish someone could fix that water tank for me. But I'm glad I did it because I was nervous it wasn't going to be fixed. I was worried I was going to have to like redo the whole thing, my whole plumbing. And so far, I don't think I need to. It's funny that I'm saying I don't want to bring like a man into my life, but actually the last couple days I've really been thinking about, don't think I'm crazy, but bring another dog into the family. Mostly like a bigger dog similar to Bodhi that can run around with him and kind of give him like a playmate, because him and Izzy are so polar opposites that I think he would enjoy having a dog to like run around with and play with. And I wouldn't mind another dog that can go on the water with us and hiking and kind of be more of a similar dog to Bodhi rather than Izzy. I mean, Izzy goes on the water with us, but you know, she's more of my little like baby girl, my little lap dog, the dog that wants to like cuddle and just kind of chill. So I feel like bringing a third dog in wouldn't be super challenging because like Izzy doesn't take up a lot of space, like she doesn't need energy, you know, so, but it'd have to be a dog that like is smart and is like loyal to, like, you know, I don't want a dog that have to like, I just want a dog that's similar to Bodhi's temperament, that like listens well and is just down for like adventures and doesn't get nervous. And that's kind of, but it's also something I'm a little worried about is like our dynamic right now is really good and it's working out really good. And I know when I leave the bus and the dogs are in there, they're not getting separation anxiety. They're not going to tear my bus apart. They're not going to be like nonstop barking. And I worry bringing a third dog in, that'll change. So if I bring a third dog in, I'd have to do a lot of research and make sure it's the right dog. One of my other like worries about that is, Bodhi and Izzy both love my attention. Like I'm number one in their life. And if a third one comes in and needs some of my attention too, how that's gonna work is like, but anyway, I mean, I just told you all the cons, but like the pros definitely weigh out everything. And I'm like, yesterday I had myself totally talked into it. So I'm trying to give myself a little bit of time to really figure out if that's the best move. Because like once I get a dog, I'm not gonna, you know, and it's like I love animals. Of course I want another dog. Of course I want a puppy, you know, to train and like to give Bodhi someone to like, you know, like of course I want that. Oh my gosh. So I'm just trying to make sure I'm not being selfish as well. Yeah. And I'm not worried about having 3 dogs in the bus. Not worried about not having enough room. I mean, people have 3 dogs in their van. I mean, it's more or less like Izzy doesn't take up a lot of room anyway, so I don't feel like it'd be like trying to fit 3 dogs into the bus. It would just be like 2 normal sized dogs. And then little bitty. Yeah, she's just a bitty itty. My food's so cold from eating out here because it's freezing, but she's my little bitty. Then clean up. I'm gonna get back in bed. I'm gonna read a little bit. Sounds good. You look cute with this little flower in your hair. How did that happen? How did that happen, silly boy? So I finally finished the YouTube video I've been editing of my bus tour for Isaac's channel, A Bus Life Story. I have been working on it for like 3 weeks and I've just been nitpicky about it, and today I was like, I just gotta get it done. Like this is getting ridiculous. So I got that done. I'm cooking up a pizza right now and then I'm gonna get in bed and I see a nap in our future. I'm gonna watch YouTube, which, fun fact, download your videos for when you don't have service, because I only have 1 bar and they won't work. So gonna do that. I'm gonna read my book too. I'm reading a really good book right now. That's what our near future looks like.